girl Sassy MC here, and I would like to welcome you to LIB Latest News 231 YouTube channel. LIB Latest News 231 is the place where you can watch all of your political news, entertainment news, and sports news. To stay informed about the latest news, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button on your screen for more videos from Liberia, Africa, and the world at large.
It was my first appearance on his show. While I was in America, I never appeared on his show in London. Nothing. So for appearing on his show, he reached out to me. Because I was reluctant to go on his show. So he reached out to me through a friend. So, for this man to come and say, oh, I went, let's see. I'm not a rich person. When I was going to Liberia, he was not accused of committing crime. When I came to the United States, we had established some quasi-friendship. I've not known him. He had reached out to me. Even when he visited Minnesota, people in the room would testify that it was Mr. Witherspoon who was desperate to take picture with me. His friend Ben Sanvi is here. And they call all of the friends who were with him would testify that it was this Witherspoon man who was desperate to take a picture with me. I was very reluctant because I've not known him properly. Tumalin George would testify. Our host, Russell, would testify. So what is this? What is he talking about? What he did today is just prove to me that the man is a dangerous criminal. To lie and say, I gave Jackson money while he was in London. While when I was in London, I did not even know you, brother. You and myself never even had a conversation while I was in London. It just proves the kind of person and the character you are. That's why today you are laboring under the burden of a danger of crime, an allegation of crime. And you are not even ashamed of yourself. You are not ashamed. I am not a rich person. So when I was going to Liberia, I reached out to him and said, look, man, I'll be going to Liberia. What's up? But we all do that. We reach it out. But to say that, oh, this man, since he's been accused of committing crime, I've never associated myself with him. I never. So if you look at what he's trying to talk about and trying to bring in the name of a guy called Sisi Goya. This Witherspoon man is a dangerous man. If he said he sent money to Sisi Goya was not living in London. Sisi Goya lives in the United States of America. So you reach out to me as a friend. You say, oh, my man, I'm trying to identify with you. You just come from London. I heard your audio, and so I'm reaching out to you. So you reach out to me through a friend called Sisi. What does that mean? So because you reach out to me through Sisi, it's supposed to bar my conscience? This is how childish this guy is. This is how childish Mr. Witherspoon is. I spent almost 5 years in London. I did not know you. When I came to America, you said you followed my issue in London and you were reaching out to me in America through a friend called Sisi Goya. So, because you reached out to me through a friend called Sisi Goya, so I'm supposed to bow to you. That's what you're saying. I'm not supposed to say truth to your face. You didn't reach out to me through Sisi Goya when you were laboring under the crime that you committed against the United States government? What kind of dangerous man is this? This man is a dangerous man. And I think no decent person should associate with a guy called Witherspoon. You reached out to me when I came to the United States on July 27, 2021. Correct? You reached out. Not in London. Through a friend called Sisi. So because you reached out to me in September of that year, So I'm supposed to be a praise sinking you if you have been later on accused of committing crime. And $1,500 is supposed to be the one to buy my conscience. Witherspoon, you are a dangerous man, and I think you belong behind bars. You should really, really go to jail because you are a dangerous man. You want to destroy Liberians for your own crime you've been committing. You know, I see why Tumalin George and all the other brothers have to abandon you. I didn't know you to be a rogue at the time. So show one shred of evidence that while I was in London, you sent me money. One shred of evidence. Except when I came to the United States and I didn't even know you to be a rogue then. I show the whatever you sent to CC, you sent it between September thereabout. Okay, maybe August, September thereabout. 1,500, and that's why I'm supposed to buy my conscience. I mean, you know, Witherspoon, you are a disgrace to mankind. So, because you say, oh, Isaac Jackson reached out to me, because I reached out to you, so my conscience is supposed to be bought. So I'm supposed to go and praise sink you, even with the American accusing you of committing crimes. Since you were accused of committing that crime, have I reached out in any way to you to ask you any favor? You are a disgrace. Witherspoon is a dangerous man, and because he's laboring under this allegation of committing crime against the United States government, he wants to take every decent Liberian down with him. And you will not do it with me, brother. I am willing to testify to the American government. When I got to know you when I came to the United States. When I came to the United States, and even when you visited Minnesota and you were desperate, reaching out to me, calling me to go and see you, Ben Sandy, Tumalin George, we met at Russell's house. Russell was there. You are the one desperate to take a picture with me. I never wanted to take a picture with you because I have not known you much. Now you can say, oh, you know, I mean, you know, you are a disgrace. You are a disgrace. But it's the fact that you could even rob your siblings of your father's benefits. It shows the kind of indecent human being you are. You've been cozying up to people in the hope of trying to tarnish them. You are a dangerous man. Now I believe almost everything people said about you. Dispossessing your siblings of your father's benefit. Now coming to lie on people because you want to put everybody down. No decent person will reach out to a friend in a good way and come and broadcast it. I never asked you to give me one time. In fact, when you reach out with the 1,500, show the text message where I send to you, say, Mama, give me money. Send me the text message. And when you say you send money to me in London, show the evidence. Because I knew you are a criminal. Now I know because you are a criminal. I've always been careful with people interacting with you. I have not known you much. When you offer to share 1,500 with me, 1,500 is supposed to buy my conscience. And when I on a talk show and say you've been accused by the American government, and because you are a dangerous man, because you committed crime against the United States government, you are a pitiful human being. And only a pitiful, pathetic person will conduct himself the way you've done. And only God will judge you to put you to where you really, really belong. Only God will judge you to put you really where you belong. Because you gave somebody 1,500. And so they should not be able to challenge you when you are being accused of committing crime. I should not say, hey, I'm going to sit down and say, oh yeah, he's a good man. I never knew you were a criminal. If I knew you were a criminal, I would never have taken 1,500 from you through Sissy. I would never have done so. And since the American announced you to be somebody who has committed crime, have I identified with you? No. I kept my respectful distance also from your platform. Because it is not in my gift to associate myself with notorious people who are committing crime against the United States government. You are laboring on the burden of committing crimes against the United States government. And you want to pull everybody down with you. That's the kind of person you are. You are a dangerous man. Witherspoon. You just proved today that you are a dangerous man. And no serious person should even associate with that platform anymore. The fact that you got no fear for God. You will lie. Oh, show me all the evidence. Show the evidence. Where you send me 5 cents in London to say, oh, you kept sending me money in London. You are a rogue. And for a rogue to lie, it's an easy thing. It's an easy thing. I came to America in July 27. That's the time you and myself started interacting. In fact, you invited me on your show, I appear on the show, then you started with the regular praising and all that stuff. I never knew you before that time. I never knew you before that time. So why you manufacture a lie like this? And you send me money in London. In London, I never knew you. I never knew you to be any Witherspoon. And you can't produce one evidence, one shred of evidence, one iota of evidence, one scintilla of evidence that you send me $5 in London while I was in London. I never even knew you while I was in London. You are a dangerous man. And I show the case the United States government has against you. It is a good case. You're proving, not just to me, to every decent Liberian person, that you are a bad character, an indecent character. And you have a private conversation with somebody and you can't offer it because somebody reached out to you and said, oh my man, I'm going to Liberia. So then you say, oh yeah, the person begged. I mean, you never begged before, fine. If you never begged before, that's good. That's good for you. But at least I've never stolen before. I've never been accused of stealing anything before. You've been accused of stealing. Even in the United States, you have been accused of committing crimes. I'm not ashamed about reaching out to somebody. But to lie, say you send me money in America, in London, it's a dangerous lie. And you are a liar. That I was a CC's resident. And you send money through CC for me, a 1,500. It's supposed to buy my conscience? You disgrace criminal? You disgrace criminal? You Witherspoon? You are a disgrace criminal. I never knew, and I can stand my ground anywhere. I never knew you to be a criminal, somebody who the U.S. government were accused of committing crimes. Since you were accused of committing crime, have I associated myself with you? And you've been so childish? And let me tell those who are following the live, let me tell you, colleagues and friends, the intriguing thing that happened on the show. When Mr. Witherspoon started to make his unfounded allegation, trying to drag me into his year-long corruption with the United States government, I tried to get back on the show to clarify in the context of simultaneous response, which is a journalistic ethics. The sister who invited me on the show, Francia Chinaway, she said, no, I don't want the show to be by no, so you can't go back on the show. Francia Chinaway, I think she's more loyal to Witherspoon than loyal to Mr. Cummings. And I found it very shocking that she would do that. On your show, the host, who I believe is not an impartial person, Witherspoon has had long bitter criticism of Mr. Cummings. He can't moderate a show where Mr. Cummings is speaking a vice presidential candidate. And somebody say he is an impartial moderator. How is he an impartial moderator? How? He's not. But I was really, really surprised that Francis Chinwe were not abide by simple journalistic ethics or precept that call for simultaneous response. Simultaneous response. Witherspoon says something that is ridiculously ridiculous, and something that is very, very ridiculous, a downright lie, a bare-faced, blatant lie from the belly of hell. And I want to clarify and explain myself on the show and say, oh no, we can't bring you back on the show. Why can you do this? This is not how we do. This is not how we do. So, for somebody, oh, the man a beggar, brother. I've never told anybody I'm a rich person, but I've never begged a criminal. And I will never beg any criminal. I never beg a criminal. I will never go on my knees to a criminal. Mr. Witherspoon is laboring under the burden of a crime. And since he was accused of committing this crime, I have not even spoken with him because I have the decent sense to know that I should not associate myself with people who are accused of committing crimes against the United States government. Ask Mr. Witherspoon. And he saw it, he talked about it. He said, I've never seen that man in a long while. Because it's commonsensical. When you have the bravery, the audacity to commit crimes against the United States government, you are not my friend. People who commit crimes against the United States government are not my friend. So since Mr. Witherspoon was accused of committing this crime against the United States government, I have never associated myself with him. Because I think he's a dangerous man. Tonight, he proved me right and proved many other Liberians right that he is a mean character, that he's a dangerous man, that he's a blatant and a bad-faced liar. And people who go on our show, maybe they just go there for the formality. This man should not be influencing Liberian politics. He should be ashamed of himself. Mr. Witherspoon should be ashamed of himself. You come and lie on a friend because he tells the truth about you. I'm saying things that are truthful. The American government accused you of committing crime. So if you can be accused of committing crime to lie on somebody, it's an easy thing. That's what you did tonight. You tried to lie on me and sudden me. So, brother, does somebody reach out to ask you a favor? How does that make it wrong? How? I didn't ask you a favor when you were accused of committing crime. You pass around to be the richest man in our community. So if I reach out to you, so why? Let's assume for the sake of argument that I reach out to say, oh, my man, yes, please help me with something. How is that a crime? How? Like the Bible would say, right? If you haven't asked anybody for favor before, then fine, you can go ahead. But I never knew this man to be a dangerous criminal. So when I got to know him to be somebody who has committed crime against the United States government, I distanced myself from him. Let a man show one interaction between he and myself since he was accused of committing crime. It's even to go on their show. I've never been on the show since you were accused of committing crime. Never. I've never been on the show since you were accused of committing crime. Never.
Hi, it's your girl Sassy MC here, and I would like to welcome you to LIB Latest News 231 YouTube channel. LIB Latest News 231 is the place where you can watch all of your political news, entertainment news, and sports news. To stay informed about the latest news, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button on your screen for more videos from Liberia, Africa, and the world at large.